I have an update for you from Ethiopia Eritrea border is an armed group preparing to launch attacks on Eritrean territory based in Ethiopia. This group has been making preparations. Welcome to the channel. I think watching good to be with you. First story is about movement of fighters on Ethiopia Eritrea border. Second news story is about uh, Mi-14 helicopters. Ethiopia has reportedly acquired Mi-14 helicopters. Let's have a look at this news story first. Then we'll talk about the situation on Ethiopia Eritrea border. It is being reported by Ethiopian sources that Ethiopia has bought Mi-14 helicopters. Mi-14 helicopters are used by navies. This is an amphibious helicopter. It can land on water and land on ground. That's why it's called amphibious helicopter. And it can be used for reconnaissance purpose, to monitor coastal areas, to monitor sea. It can be used for attacks too, for air to ground attacks. This helicopter can be used. During Derg era, when Mengistu Haile Mariam was in power and Assab and Massawa were under Ethiopian control, Ethiopia had Mi-14 helicopters. Then we know what happened in 1993. Eritrea, through a referendum, became a separate independent country. Ethiopia became landlocked. Meles Zenawi was not interested in raising or maintaining navy. He tried to cripple Eritrean economy by using Djibouti's ports. Now Abiy, Ethiopian PM Abiy, wants to restore access to sea. He says it's restoration. Eritrea says that it's a violation of its sovereignty, territorial integrity. So Ethiopia in the past had Mi-14 Russian helicopters. Mi-14 were made in the ex-Soviet Union era. Ethiopian sources are confirming that some Mi-14 helicopters have been seen parked in Bishoftu. Bishoftu is the city where a training center has been established to train Ethiopian Navy. Ethiopian Naval Headquarters, recently built, is based in Addis Ababa, but Ethiopian Naval Training Center is based in Bishoftu, Oromia. And there Mi-14 helicopters have been seen. So either Ethiopia has purchased new Mi-14 helicopters from Russia, or it has refurbished all old Mi-14 helicopters which Mengistu Haile Mariam government bought from Russia. In both cases, Russian cooperation is visible. Two countries are helping Ethiopia in rebuilding Ethiopian navy, France and Russia, reportedly. Ethiopia lacks sea access, but it has established naval headquarters. It has established naval training center. It is buying ships, buying new vessels. It is buying amphibious helicopters. It is training military navy commandos. So it is making all the efforts to re-establish a strong navy while it has no coast. All that indicates that Ethiopia hopes to get access to the sea, or it wants to press its case for access to the sea. So, Mi-14 helicopters in the use of Ethiopian Navy is being confirmed. Secondly, was update for you from Ethiopia Eritrea border. Some sources reported today that an Eritrean armed group has deployed its forces towards Eritrean border, and this group is going to start attacks in Eritrea, where afar people live, southern Red Sea zone of Eritrea, where Assab port is located. Name of the group is Red Sea Afar Democratic Organization, Rassado. The sources claim that Rassado's forces have been deployed to front lines to Ethiopia Eritrea border, because Rassado, we know, is based in Ethiopia. For around 2 decades, Rassado has been operating in Ethiopia. It's led by Ibrahim Harun. It is an armed group. It has vehicles, weapons, trained fighters. Ethiopian military trained Rassado in the past when EPRDF and PFDJ were arch rivals. When PM Abiy signed peace deal with Eritrea, Rassado went into hiding, or its activities are frozen. Rassado re-emerged around 2 years ago when Ethiopia pressed case for sea access. Now, Eritrea is backing anti-Ethiopian government armed groups on Eritrean soil, while Ethiopia is backing Eritrean opposition groups like Rassado, like Eritrean Blue Revolution Front, like Eritrean Afar National Congress. So sources claim that Rassado has deployed its fighters to front lines. Rassado is going to start attacks on Eritrean soil. I don't know, but I don't know if the Rassado fighters have been deployed to front lines or not. But Rassado today shared pictures. 24 hours ago, Rassado shared pictures of its fighters. I have placed one picture on thumbnail. This is not an old picture, a new picture. It was taken this week. This picture shows Red Sea Afar Democratic Organization fighters. Somewhere in a desert area, maybe in the Ethiopian Afar region or on Ethiopia Eritrea border. We don't know where these fighters are based, where they're being trained, but Rassado sources say the pictures are new. A few days ago, by the way, Rassado announced to start operations on Eritrean soil. I did a video on that, I remember. Rassado held some meetings in Samra. It met the other Eritrean opposition groups too, and it announced the launch of attacks, launch of activities on Eritrean soil. Rassado says that Afars in Eritrea are being denied their due rights, that resources of Afar people are being used by force by Eritrean government. Rassado supports Ethiopian case for Assab. It is in support of Ethiopia using Assab port. Ethiopia has been assuring these Eritrean opposition groups that if Ethiopia manages to gain access to sea through Assab, it will work in coordination with these Eritrean opposition groups. And Ethiopia has been promising that it will support these opposition groups in removing Isaias Afwerki from power. So, some claims are being made by Eritrean sources that Rassado is going to start attacks on Eritrean soil. Official confirmation has not come. Obviously, Rassado won't announce in advance. that it's going to attack Eritrean forces today or tomorrow. But preparations are there, it seems. Thank you for watching.